just so much shit on front of my fucking computer. So, you're, probably asking yourself why. After probably, almost 2 years of me not posting anything to Facebook, why then would I decide that Saints Row God of Hell is the game I want to start playing again? And that's because I'm a crazy person, to be honest. Now, to be fair, I've tried to record this before, but the problem I have is the way the game plays is that at some point random cutscenes happen, and I was just like, oh, I'll just get through all the stuff on the side without being on the whatever. Either way, the point still stands. I'm starting over. I also hate myself a lot. And it's... What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sorry about the fucking weird-ass cursor. For some odd reason, OBS hates the cursor for this game, and this is what I get. Coke. Overwrite by existing autosave. Yeah, that's fine. Normal. I'm a normal kind of person. I can't even say that with a straight face. Sniffles.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a man so exceptional that the divine hosts of heaven and hell were forced to take note. A man dangerous enough to bring Satan to his knees, but selfless enough to make God himself raise an eyebrow. How did this come to pass? Well, it all began at a very special birthday party for a very special young lady.
Surprise!
What is all this?
It's your birthday, Kenzie.
So?
You've never been to a birthday party?
No.
But like not even growing up?
I went to the School of the Americas since kindergarten. We didn't really do birthday parties.
But you celebrated Christmas?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, Kenzie, this is going to be so much fun. Sinjai made a cake. Jane Austen is here. We'll play some games.
What sort of games? So you celebrate birthdays by trafficking with spirits?
It's spooky and fun.
It's a bunch of letters. It's tradition. Every
I have to
slumber party has
note
involve a
that because
spirit board.
Ouija
Slumber party.
is
How's it work?
Ask it a question,
copyrighted,
and the
it's a
spirit
juju
of the board will
board.
reveal the answer.
And the planchette doesn't
Someone
even look
pushes
the
the
same.
pointy thing to wherever they
It's the
want.
best.
Wait, can we go back to you and your slumber parties?
No time. All right. Everyone put their hands on the cursor. Cursor? I feel the magic already. All right. Will the president/god emperor for life ever choose a partner to reign alongside them?
No.
Ooh, someone's getting married.
Shut up, Matt. Who will tame the president's wild heart?
Nobody.
What are you guys trying to spell?
I'm not moving it.
That's the spirit, Kinsey.
I'm serious.
I'm not moving it either.
Neither am I.
Jezebel? Who the fuck is...
That's unpleasant. I hate when that happens.
Is that not normal?
Where'd you get the board? I was going through Signac's artifact collection and found it there. Who did it belong to? Alistair Crowley?
Christ. Guys?
I think it's laughing at
I
us.
think it's laughing at us.
Fuck this.
Oh, get.
I think you're a smart enough piece of wood to see where this is going. Now, you ready to cooperate? That's more like it. You think we can trust it? It's not like we got a lot of options.
So what's the plan? We mount up and go in after the boss?
No, I do. No sense in what's left of humanity walking right into a death trap. Someone's got to live to tell the story. That's a stupid plan, Johnny. I'm leaving you in charge. Hell of a plan, Johnny.
Are you serious?
I'm coming too.
Are you kidding me?
How do you plan to come back?
I still have to say,
You need someone with you that does.
No.
Shondi's
My
transformation has been impressive.
All right, then. You know where my friend is?
True to its word, the spirit board opened up another portal and sent Johnny and Kinsey screaming into hell.
I don't want to complain, though I do. There's a lot about this game that I didn't enjoy. Mostly the fact that it's just copy and pasted Saints Row 4, only you can fly with wings instead of other stuff, but whatever. It would have been nice to see some of these things as opposed to just getting, like, a fucking coloring book picture of these things happening. Whatever. Of course, Ultor. The one thing I have to say is I do enjoy the amount of Saints Row 2, Saints Row 1 and 2 that got brought back.
Haven't been enemies in years. You really think he's responsible?
You don't know him like I do. The boss put him through a window for a reason.
The reason was the boss was kind of fucking crazy back then.
That's a fair point.
I know how they say that the
You know how
boss...
much easier this would be if we just found a car?
You know how much easier this would be if you just gave
I
me
know
a
how
second?
they say the boss was crazy, but it's like, Johnny Gat's the one who's insane. Like, yeah, I'm not entirely all there, but Gat's the one who's fucking nuts.
Now how are we gonna find the Eltor building?
Biggest building down here, giant altar sign on it. I don't think this is a problem.
I'll buy that.
Which, I know, like, here's the part of the game where it tells me how to use the controls, even though I already know how to use the controls. It's one of those things I've always wondered how, Johnny Gat wasn't the leader, but I guess Johnny Gat might be a little too on the homicidal side. You know, at least I have, like, reasons for doing the things that I do. Oh, excuse me, guys. Indentured husks or whatever. Ow! Still can't drive. Here we are, 5 Saints Row games later. Still don't know what the fuck I'm
Look
doing.
at us. Kinsey Kensington and Johnny Gat driving together.
Ow,
on
I
a quirky
really thought I
adventure.
could drive over that.
This excited?
Generally, I'm a misanthrope.
I get it.
Johnny Gat and Kinsey have a lot more in common than they realize. I mean, not too much, but a lot. Well, I love how these cars are just like randomly setting on fire and exploding, but I guess this is hell. But it's the problem I have with Saints Row 4 is like, why give me all these cars
Not as bad
and
as
the
I thought.
ability to like
Kinda reminds me of
store
Steelport.
and update and all this shit cars if you're just gonna let me fly? Because God knows that's the quickest way to get from point A to point B. I would have enjoyed this a lot more if it had been like a copy of Saints Row 2. Like if I'd have gotten to run around in Saints Row 2's area,
So, what's the plan?
that would have been nice.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face unless he gives us the boss back.
What if Dane doesn't have the boss?
I'll probably still shoot him in the face.
Because it's Dane, and I mean, let's not kid ourselves. That dude caused me no end of trouble in Saints Row 2, and if you don't remember, stop telling me to access the map. I did it! I accessed the map! Here, are you happy? You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not accessing the map. We're past that. We're done. We're already at the Ultor building.
Welcome to hell.
Shouldn't you have a receptionist?
Such is the plight of eternal damnation. I have a feeling you didn't come here to
I
catch
wonder if that's
up.
the same voice
Let's talk
actor
in my
from the
office.
from the second one. See, you don't
Not
even get
death
this
would
as a
stop the
cutscene.
enterprising Vogel, who wasted no time in setting up an Ultor
Sort of.
branch in the bowels of hell. Dane was eager to fill Johnny in on the ever-shifting politics of land rights in the underworld. But real estate mattered little to Johnny, who only cared where his friend was.
Where'd you put the president?
I've been trying to explain that. I didn't take them.
Bullshit. You expect me to believe you just happened to be the first thing we see in hell?
Maybe it's just me, but your thank you sounds more like an accusation.
That's probably because he plans to kill you.
Okay. I get the trust issues. Can I show you something?
She's way too happy.
The pieces all came together.
See, rather than get this as exposition,
President
I
had
get
caused
Jane
more
Austen telling
chaos
me
and
the
destruction
story.
than any other in human history. It was only natural that Satan would want them to marry his daughter.
King Herod.
They needed a plan, and Johnny had one.
I'm gonna punch the devil in the face.
I'm gonna shoot the devil in the face.
I think you might be skipping some details.
No, I said in the face.
I like the commitment, but you gotta find a way to get close enough to him in the first place.
When's the wedding? I'll just show up
And then you'll shoot him in the face. Sorry, but it's a little more complicated than that. These things are tied to the soul. You won't be able to enter without one.
So how do we get one?
You get his attention. I know some places that are of particular value to the father of the bride. You hit those, you'll get your shot.
Wait, why would Satan give out an invitation for destroying his stuff?
Oh, he won't, but it should piss him off enough to get him to attack Johnny personally. Either the devil kills Gat and Ultor gets the construction contracts to rebuild what was destroyed, or Johnny kills Satan and I'll have to pay less taxes. It's pretty win-win.
That's why you're helping
Yes.
us? To make more money in hell?
Hell's what you make of it, sweetie.
Works for me. What you got?
All right.
Yeah, these stories were never good guys
Satan
versus
had
bad guys.
entrusted
They
the
were
day-to-day running of hell to
gangsters
5
versus
archdukes, and
other
Dane knew
gangsters
how
for
to
the
find
most
them
part.
all. But beyond that, not everyone in hell was content to go along with Satan's status quo.
Yeah.
There were others who shared Dane's ambition for power, and the Ultor mogul knew that the key to unseating
Shit,
Satan
which one of them
lay in
gives me
gaining
stomp?
their aid. But before Johnny set out to wage
I'm
war
already
against
min-maxing,
the
I'm
Prince
sorry.
of Darkness, Dane had one final gift, an artifact that he had spent fortunes on. Lucifer's cracked halo. This holy relic granted Johnny the majestic wings of the Morning Star. However, he still needed help in learning how to use them.
Yay, a tutorial on how to use the thing that you basically used in Saints Row 4. I've always said this in like
All right, you
every
got me on
game
this
I've ever
dance. Now
played.
what? Would it kill you to show a little excitement?
I hate
You're about to experience
tutorials.
angelic flight,
Like
for Christ's
forced
sake.
tutorials. It's like, just let me skip
Someone
this
needs a
shit.
map. Just collect some soul clusters and power up the halo. You'll be flying around.
Yay.
Great. Now you should have.
Access the arcane menu. I know I probably should like listen to these things, but oh, I can get sprint. Let's get some sprint, boys. Yes, thank you.
All right. Let's start slow. Try to jump over to that next island. Also, the longer you charge your wings before jumping, the further you'll
So
go.
like the nature of this game, you have to do activities to charge the meter. You know what? I'm just gonna let the. I'm saying this. I'm just gonna let the game explain it to you. Woo.
Hey, you didn't fuck it up. Good job. Now get up that cliff. Don't worry. If something looks too high, just keep on jumping off the wall. Now it's time to fly. You heard of crawling before walking? Well, in this case, you need to jump before you can fly. Launch yourself in the air with a jump, and then hold your wings out to glide to that next island. I put out some orbs to show you the path. You'll have to dive to reach the next island. Do that by pointing your head down. Don't worry, the rest of your body will follow.
Oh yeah, boys! Blam!
I put a shiny flap orb out in front of you.
I
Collect
do
the
like
orb,
shiny
and your
orbs.
wings will flap to gain speed.
I'm trying to be a little more positive about this, okay? Like, it's not that I disliked Get Out of Hell. I thought it was a super fun story. There's
All
just
right, now try flapping those wings
there's
on
just
your own.
problems
Do a
I
flap
have
on
with
your
it
way to the next island.
that's just lazy. Like, that's my thing. Oh no!
Woo! The exact opposite of diving is climbing. Climbing will slow you down and eventually cause you to stall. And trust me, stalling sucks. You can flap while gliding to gain additional speed. So the faster you're going, the higher you can fly. Now try to reach the island up there.
Yeah, look at me doing good stuff. Oh yeah, boys. Boop.
All right, time to take the training wheels off for the final lesson. Flying takes stamina. If you run out in midair, you are going to drop like a rock. A stupid, stamina-less rock. Last island is right under those lava falls. Let's get you
Dane
back to the
Vogel is a
Ultor
forgotten
building. I wanna run
personality
through all
that
the stuff
I
you can do
loved.
with Satan.
Sure thing.
Like,
See you
there's
soon.
just Saints Row 2 was like peak Saints Row, and Saints Row 3 was very
Here's the
good,
deal.
but just
If
to
you want
me,
some FaceTime with Satan, you
ugh,
need to get his attention.
Saints Row 2.
Now, Satan hates being challenged, so anything you do to undermine his control is good. Fraud, mayhem, shooting demons in the face, anything. You can keep track of Satan's wrath.
See,
with
this is what I'm
handy
talking
meter.
about.
Get it high enough, and you'll be having drinks with Big Red.
When
no
you
time.
hit
I've
the
compiled a
things
list
in the
of shit
middle.
to do, so take a look and do whatever
Yes,
sounds
shut
fun.
up.
Oh, one more thing. We have some potential allies down here. Trust me, you want to impress them.
When you do the things, like when you do activities, it fills up the meter, and there's no like thing that indicates, unless you're paying attention, which I never am. There's like never a thing that indicates you're about to hit one of those things. So I was recording this before, and I'd spent like 2 hours just fucking around, and it was like, oh, cutscene, and I was like, shit, because I didn't have any of my recording software up and ready. It was bad. So pretty much,
Gotta pick it up.
we're...
I hope there's not something ridiculous like 100 of these to find.
Yeah, well, there is. I do, you know, they're adorable with like their meta-ness. So this is gonna be a pain for me. I basically have to record. Oops, sorry, too much Coca-Cola. I have to record like every moment of this game and then edit out all the bullshit later. And I'm just not looking forward to it, is all.